it's Charity from A Loop and a Hook, and today I wanted to bring you along for kind of a day in the life. I'm going to be working on canning both dandelion jelly and violet jelly. We're going to see how those turn out. I've just felt like experimenting with some things that you can just find out in your own lawn, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. We'll see. I'm a little apprehensive about trying it because, you know, something I've never done before. I've really never tasted any of these flavors, but I've heard that the dandelion jelly tastes just like honey and the violet jelly has very floral notes to it. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna take you along as I go through and make these jellies. So in this pot right here, I have violet steeping for my violet jelly, and I don't know if you can tell, I don't want to steam up the camera, but water is like really pretty blue color. So I think that's gonna be super pretty. They said once you add lemon juice to it, it turns like pinkish. So we'll see if that happens. But that's super cool. And then over on the stove, my water bath, working on boiling, trying to boil. And then in this pot I have my dandelion jelly. I'm waiting for it to come to a boil, and then I'm going to add my sugar, and then I can put that into my half-pint jars. So this, the dandelion jelly came to a boil. I added my sugar into it. Now I'm just waiting for it to come back to a boil, and then I have to let it boil for 1 to 2 minutes. It smells so much like honey. Honestly, it looks like honey, it smells like honey, so if it tastes like honey, I think that's gonna taste really good. Anyway, but it smells really good, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. So the jelly boiled for the 1 to 2 minutes that it called for. I have my jars all ready. I'm just gonna wait a minute for the top to get like a film on it so I can finish scraping off the rest of that foam. And then I'm going to ladle it into my jars, get my jars all ready, and then put it in the water bather. So they're all set, they're all ready to go in the water bather. But look how pretty they look. They look really just like honey, so hoping they turn out well. So I'm straining all the violet tea right now. I just put it through a coffee filter and a colander, and then this one was a little small and it kept dropping in, so I just put another one in there. So that's all the like discards of the remainder of the violets, and it's actually funny, you can kind of tell here maybe a little bit that the petals all turned white. They were purple and they turned white, and when you look down here, don't know how well you can see it, but it's a really pretty turquoise color. So I am super excited. I love the color. I know it's gonna change, but the color is just so cool, and it's really amazing to me how you can take something like a flower and turn it into a color like that, and such a rich color that just comes from one flower. So the dandelion jelly is out, and they've already started sealing, which is super cool. See if he'll decide to do it while I'm filming. But I always love when you pull it out and they make like the satisfactory pop, that you know they sealed. So super happy with how they look. And in case you're wondering, the rings and the lids look like that because we have hard water at our apartment, and so it just leaves that like mineral residue on it, which I just wipe off after they've sat for the 12 to 24 hours. Sometimes I let them go longer. It just depends. I finished straining all the violets, and look at that color. That color is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to see what happens though when we add the lemon juice to it, because I think it's changing to that pink, the light like pink and purplish color. So can't wait to see that happen. So I have my lemon juice that I'm going to add to the strained violet tea. I'm going to see what color it changes it to. Oh wow, it really is changing it to pink. That is so cool. Let me just, wow. Look how gorgeous that is now. Wow. Wow, that is so cool. That just makes me so happy, and I don't know why, but it just really makes me happy. So I'm just boiling the violet tea, the lemon juice, and the pectin for a minute, and then I'm going to add the sugar and boil it again, and it said after that I should be able to ladle it into my jars. So we will see how that all turns out. It's still such a gorgeous color though. I really love it. So I'm just waiting for this to come back to a boil again. It's almost there. I added the sugar, and after it boils again, then I'm gonna ladle it into my jars. So I ladled all the jelly into the jars, and I have up here 3 little ones and then 1 already in the refrigerator. But look how pretty that color is. Just super, super pretty. So I finished canning all of the violet jelly, and I'm super happy with it, how it came out. Love the color. I think the color is absolutely gorgeous. They all sealed, as you can tell by, you know, the little fingerprint on the top of each one. But I'm gonna let them finish sitting, and then tomorrow I'll clean them off and label them. While I was canning the violet jelly, Caitlin woke up, so I fed her, and I had one of my sisters come up to help watch her so I could finish filming and making the violet jelly. After that, when I brought her back down to the house, I went to 2 different garage sales. So the 2 different garage sales that I went to was one 30 family one, and then just one, I think it was like 2 or 3 family one. They were like right next to each other, so it was not too bad. It was like 5 minutes away from our house, so I figured I'd hit those up. The first sale I went to was the 30 family one. Wasn't too much that I needed at that sale. Found a onesie for Caitlin. I also found a little hot cocoa bar for mom for their Airbnb, so I picked those up. When I was checking out, they had some canning jars, so I asked about them because I didn't see the price on one of the boxes, and I was like, how much do you want for all of them? And the lady was like $5, so there were 24 quart size, so I picked those up. And then as they were helping me out to the car, because I had Caitlin, they're like, you know, we have a whole bunch more. We weren't gonna put them out because they look a little more dingy and dirty than the rest of the ones. They're like, would you have any interest in them? We were gonna just stick them on a free pile. It's like, of course, I have, you know, between me, mom, and my grandma, we all can. I can find people to use the canning jars. So they gave me another 8 dozen canning jars. So I got 10 dozen canning jars for $5. Thought that was a really, really good deal. At the second dresser, they had a nice solid wood dresser. Does need a little bit of TLC if I want to put the time into it, like restaining it, because it's half of it got sanded down and it should be restained, but I don't know if I'm going to do that right now or, you know, later. But I got that. I had to come home and measure the space and see if it would fit, and it is going to fit. So I picked that up, or well, I went back, I paid for it. It didn't fit in my car, so we have to go back and pick that up later, either today or tomorrow. And I got that for $15, which was a really good price. I thought, because I've been looking on Facebook for dressers, and they're normally like $50 or more for not as nice of a dresser. So I did pick that up. I did really like it, so I was happy with that. But my afternoon is almost gone now. We have my grandpa's birthday party tonight, so I have to leave in a little while to go to that. But overall, pretty good day. I'm super happy with how everything came out, and yeah, we'll see what else happens today.